Hey guys, it's Senka Wolf here, and today I'm going to be showing you some of the best Sony Vegas Pro 12 rendering settings you can use for your videos. I'm making this because obviously some of my first videos have been a bit hit and miss from rendering issues, just me experimenting with recording software settings and rendering settings, and now that I've been able to get them to a standard which the video isn't, um, pixelated or any kind of issues within rendering. And I thought I'd just share the settings along with you guys as well. So, what you need to do is obviously you need Sony Vegas Pro, and what you want to do is you want to open it up and go to a new file, and you get this new project screen right here. And what you want to do is you want to click on the drop down menu and look for an option called, let me find it. It should be around here. It should be HDV, then 720 30p, then 1280 by 720, then 29.970 FPS. So what you want to do is click on this option, and now what you're going to do is edit the width and the height so it makes it a 920 by 1080p video instead of a 720. So you want to type in 920 manually, then change that to 1080. And then what you want to do is if you can record your videos in a constant 60 FPS setting, you can then change this frame rate to the 59.940 setting. What I tend to do is I tend to keep it with the 30 FPS because YouTube tends to does support 60, but it's always supported 30 in all the old cases. And I think there's not much difference in YouTube video quality between 30 and 60. Obviously you can use the 60 FPS option, but obviously some computers I know that they can run games easily, but when you start recording, recording software can hit your performance quite badly sometimes and drag your FPS down. And obviously if your FPS isn't at a constant 60 and it's flickering, then it's going to cause a bit of an issue when it comes to rendering your project. So I recommend sticking with the 29.97, which is also at 30 FPS. So once you've checked, make sure you pick that. You want to make sure its full resolution render quality is set to best. If not, make sure it's ticked. Then you want to head down to start all projects with these settings. Tick that. And then what you want to do then is just rename your template. I've already got one made, which I've called it Senka Wolf, which is right here. And I've kept brackets as well. So this is my one. So I'm going to open this one up. So now I've got this opened, you've got your basically the starting point. Now you want to obviously have your video. I'm just going to drop and drag one of my previous videos I've made into Sony Vegas and drop it into my timeline. Now what you want to do is after you've edited your video or before you've actually started editing it, what you want to do is you want to make sure you select the video timeline, right click and go to switches and disable resample. And what you do is you do this for every single video clip. I recommend doing it first before you start trimming it, because then that means all of the trimmed video will also have the same settings applied, unless you add a new video layer or a new clip. Then obviously you will have to redo that. And what this does is this stops the ghosting effect happening in your videos. This happened quite a lot in some of my videos where obviously Sony Vegas trying to merge some of the frames, which then caused obviously to look like have a either a lagging effect or it even seemed to the FPS seems to ghost. It's hard to explain, but that's what's caused by that. So once you've done that, and obviously you've done all this, what you want to do is obviously you want to render your video. Okay guys, so now what you want to do is you want to head over to the render as part, and you want to, I'm going to untick this quickly, and you want to find the section which is called main concept AVC/AAC. So now once you're in the section you want to scroll down and find the Internet HD 1080p and click customize template. Once you're in here, obviously if you've changed your frame rate to 60 FPS, you're going to want to change this option here to 60 FPS as well. Since I left mine at 29, I'm also going to leave this at 29 also. Now, what we want to do is audio can stay the same, system can stay the same, project. What you want to do is in this one, where it says video rendering quality, you want to change this to best. And then that is pretty much all you need to do for the custom rendering settings. If I go to the video tab, you can mess about with the bitrate the maximum and the average. You can mess about with this if you like, if you're having issues with video quality. I find the standard or the average quality is more than acceptable and doesn't seem to cause any problems. Obviously, if you have got a lower end PC or a higher end PC, then you might be able to mess around with these settings. Obviously, you can adjust these to work with your recording software as well. But for me, they work fine just how they are. So once you've done all this, you'll want to rename the template to whatever you like. I've already made mine and called it Senka Wolf, and obviously as you can see, I've selected it, but everything is the same as the as before. We obviously have to check the best. So all you have to do is just hit OK. Obviously, I'm going to show my favorite ones, and obviously there it is. And then obviously all you have to do is hit render, and away you go. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, guys, to rate, comment, and subscribe, and peace.